Right, gents, welcome to the last video of our toy bucky and trailer. In this video, we're going to look at how to assemble the final wheel and axle into the slot provided in our trailer. So notice that I didn't provide any more information because the wheel and axle are the same for both bucky and trailer. Okay, so we're just going to copy and paste what we already have instead of creating new. We might have to make some modifications as we work within SketchUp. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on my axle, which should be its own group, and this is why we did this earlier. And I'm going to click on M for move. I'm going to find a segment, then a center point. Click on that center point. Press Control as well, because let's do that again. We're going to press Control because look, if I press Control, you'll see the plus sign comes up as I move around. There we go. We want to make a copy of it, not just move it. So yeah, hover over a segment. So we're going to hover over a segment, snap onto the midpoint. It's not being friendly to us now. Let's find that midpoint. Let's try it again. There we go. Now we've got the midpoint. I'm going to go to my opening here, run my mouse over a segment, bring it into the middle, and it should then nicely snap onto that midpoint. There we go. Now what you'll notice here is that you've got too much length outside on this part, because remember it's an offset of 5 millimeters on either side of the trailer. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on this, push press this portion. I'm going to push press it in a total of 5 millimeters. I'm going to come across to this side. Okay, I'm going to grab that side. I'm going to pull it out 5 millimeters. Right now the axle is ready for the wheels. So click on this wheel. I'm going to say move for M and then Control to add another one. I'm going to then again hover on a segment, find the midpoint, and do the exact same thing. So I'm going to come here, find a segment, snap on a midpoint. Right? Control. While I'm here, I'm going to do the same thing, hover on a segment, find the midpoint, take it across. Yeah? Okay, I'm going to drop it. Right, do the same thing. If you don't want to do this, you can just go grab this one because it's already in the orientation to snap onto that center point. Then I'm going to come and find a segment again over here. Right, maybe come from slightly the sort of front on view and then grab the midpoint and then snap onto the midpoint by hovering over a segment. There we go. Okay, so now that's all in position. Awesome. Now we're going to go and highlight this whole bucky and do very similar. M for move. I'm going to grab a segment. Okay, find the midpoint. So let's do it this way. Go find that midpoint. Ooh, we just want that purple. We don't want to rotate. And then I'm going to go and do the same thing. So I'm going to come out a little bit. I'm going to go onto my tow bar on a segment, pull into the middle, and then attach my trailer. Now everything's assembled, right, in the right place. But what I'm going to do here, before I take a picture of this, I'm going to highlight the whole thing, right? And I'm going to move it. I'm going to take my wheel and I'm going to move it, the lowest point of my wheel, onto the ground plane. Okay? And there, now I'm going to set a shadow. So now everything's in place. What we need to do is at least show 3 dimensions: a width, a height, and a length. So or a depth, height, and length. So to do that, I'm going to go to my dimension cursor, and you may do exactly as I do. I'm going to go to the back. I'm going to go from midpoint here, right, all the way across to that edge. You can see that's at an angle. It doesn't matter. SketchUp will work with you. So we want to go straight up, right? We want it to be blue. So you see that purple. We don't want that tilt. We want to come across and make sure it's blue. Come back down. There we go. What I will do is I'll click in there, remove the millimeters because we know it's in mils. Okay. Then I'm going to do the width. And I'm going to do the same thing. Go from this corner to this corner because the width is the same all around. Right, and then I'm going to do the total height. To get the total height, I'm going to take that. I'm going to go from the top of the bucky to the bottom of the wheel, on the lowest point of the wheel, right? And then I'm going to bring it across like that, and that should give us our total height. Again, let's get rid of the millimeters. And then that to me is all good. Then I'm going to go ahead, choose my style. We want a white background just to emphasize the colors and make it look good. There it is. we're going to hide everything else. So we're going to delete all guides, we're going to hide all of this, and then we want to click here on our shadow. Okay, so if we look, shadow is off, click onto the shadow, and that's all we need. Now it's given us a nice perspective of the Bucky with the shading, with some shading. I then go to, you can zoom right in if you want, and then go download as a PNG, export as a PNG, and there we have it. Click on it and it will open up and look like that. You will upload this document to your assignment on Teams. Okay, well done on your SketchUp tutorial number 2, your Bucky and trailer.